All right, let's talk about this man.
All right.
Sneaky.
Yeah, our topic for the sneaky picture is imported Korean coaches.
That's our topic?
Yes.
Sup?
I secretly put sneaky as our cover photo in every show.
Oh, okay. Well, my general thoughts, I guess I'll start off, is that I know the reason why this topic exists is because recently the Immortals coach was like,
He said
if we import 70% more Korean coaches, we'll get like this
70%.
70% increased performance.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously that's an exaggeration. I think that.
Why? I think that's just word for word fact. Gospel.
It's statistics.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you know how statistics work? Hello?
Apparently not.
Yeah.
but I think that there's definitely maybe some situations where I think that there's still a lot of coaches where I don't know what they do, and I can't know unless I work with them.
Wow.
So it's like it's actually impossible for me to know. And so like that even with that being said, I still think there's some coaches that aren't performing very well. In this region, I would probably say like maybe three of the 10 coaches are people who are like probably replaceable by the end of the split. And if you brought in any coach that was better and put them in, that would improve the performance of the league. Doesn't have to be Korean. I think you can look at China as a really good example of like bringing in Korean coaches that didn't tend to mesh well.
Or like Dignitas.
Yeah,
I think Dignitas is a great example.
Yeah, Dignitas is just like the Loco example where it's just like, wait, they just messed up super bad. They had to bring back Cop to be able to salvage the situation. And people were just like, Cop is the coach of the split. I'm just like, are you sure?
Wow. Why you gotta diss Cop like that?
No,
he does a good job for a split, and then Scarra.
No, I think
they did well with Cop.
I think
he
did a great job. I actually think their drafts ended up being a lot better after the coaches left, which is pretty funny. But I don't know what he does, so it's really hard for me to be like, oh yeah, dude, he's crushing on the macro level. He's just like, all right, they're doing this. Like he's really efficient. Like he taught his players everything he knows. I just don't know. I don't like talking about coaching a lot because I don't know what anyone does for the team.
What does Mark Z do for Delta Fuck?
He really just does what he can, because like it's hard. We don't play like super meta picks all the time, so he just scouts for us and then tells us like what we can do and what we should look to not do against other teams. Like I think he does his job, but it's just like he's given the job to work with like toddlers.
Does Echo Fox need a Korean coach?
Oh, I'm thinking.
Sorry, Delta Fox.
I think if we had a Korean coach and the Korean coach is like, Kitty, you have to play Kaylin this game. Kitty would be like, all right, I'm picking Mordekaiser.
He'd enjoy playing Caitlyn.
What?
You don't enjoy critting someone for half their HP?
No, I mean, he doesn't even mind playing Caitlyn, but I also don't think Caitlin's very good for our team.
I would watch a whole reality show that's just a Korean coach trying to rein in Delta Fox.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say Korean coach reining in NA players, and I was like, you can go check out some legends.
Oh my god.
Well, I think Korean coaches in general are good. As a coach in NA, I didn't have a lot of people to learn from other than my peers. Like, shout outs to Parson Ziggs and Weldon. But if I started coaching in Korea, I would have a lot of people I could just learn from, and that's been doing it longer. I think that's like the really bad part about NA in terms of coaching. Like, most of the coaches are first generation. Like Parth, me, Tony, like Cop. Like, who did Parth learn from? Like, I mean, Parth like learned under me, but like I felt like I had things to teach him, and he taught me a lot of stuff. It wasn't really like I'm teacher and he's student. It's more like two people working together.
Everyone's first or second generation. Like I was first generation. Tony with Chris. There was Chris and it was Tony, and then Think Hard is essentially first generation for coaching as well.
You don't learn from like other people above you. You learn by yourself, or you learn with your peers.
I think you can learn from people above you as well, but it depends on what kind of relationship you have. Like if it's like so far above that it's like I'm not learning from like the CEO of like some big organization.
All right, so as like head coach of TSM, who does Parth learn from to coach?
Oh, he has to go out to like find stuff.
There's no one like up directly above him. Like of course he can take him what some Andy does.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not like learning.
Yeah, he has to talk to his peers. You know, when I first started coaching, I was getting like stuff from like all over the place in terms of helping like.
Why'd you never reach out to me?
Well, no, I'm not talking about like peers. I'm talking like wild stuff. Like for instance, like I was like how to prevent choking or like performing poorly on stage. I was looking into. I had someone looking into essentially what firefighters did under really, really tough situations.
So you Google search?
He did.
Okay. Oh, so you didn't even Google search yourself. You had
That's
someone else.
That's what I had people. That's why you have like people under you. You know, every
Search on Google for you
yeah.
and find the correct article.
I actually think he read it in the book.
Okay.
So he like kind of condensed the information, told me what it was, and I was just like, "This is interesting. Maybe we can try applying it." Didn't work out.
You
but
paid someone to read a book for you?
Yeah. Usually I just do the reading myself. I mean, if we're really gonna nitpick on what I'm saying today,
You bought like a human Spark Notes?
oh my god. First,
Can I intern for Scarra Spark Notes?
yeah, it's an unpaid. You only get paid in exposure. Is that cool?
Oh man.
There is no exposure.
Well, that's too bad.
Can you shout out my Instagram on your Twitter?
Oh, you know it already, dude.
All right, I'm hired.
For more league interviews and analysis, subscribe to our channel. You can also find stats, discussions, and more on our website and mobile app at blitzesports.com.